this, bro.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna stand.
You said the nigga name
So
ain't go. So wait,
then it ain't right.
How
So
you
saying
gonna?
it's-
How you gonna? All right. So if you get shot right in front of the police, you get shot, but then they put you. Mind you, who shot you? Just shot you in front of the police, right? But you catch a case off of the shit, and you appeal the case, and it says in the paperwork this dude shot you. So you repeat what's already written over here. They got this written already. He already got sentenced for this shit. So you repeat, I was shot by so-and-so in front of the fucking police, but then they said I did this, and I never did this. They already got him, sentenced him, watched the whole fucking thing. You just repeated what's in the initial statement. So if you read the DR, what I said in the grievance is in the DR, except for when they said that I flipped this dude and then this one flipped the other one.
no, I see what you said, but you really should have said I got hit in the head. I don't remember who the fuck hit me. You feel me?
They already watched this shit happen. So when the shit first happened, he already fired me up. When you go to confine, because you ain't never been to prison, right? Or you did?
I've been to jail.
When you go to prison, if you pop somebody, you go to prison, or you go to confinement, you sit in AC confinement, which is like jail. You sit in there until you go to court, which is disciplinary court or whatever. Once you go there, they're going to say, all right, you good, you get out of confinement, or they find you guilty. We all already got found guilty. So a motherfucker ain't get fired up and say, oh, he just fired me up. No, you already did it in front of Troll. I didn't have to say shit. They cuffed us up, took us all to confinement. Mind you, 3 of us went to confinement off of what dude did. No one else did nothing. The 2 other ones that got picked up didn't do shit. One had a hole in his head because my brother popped him and the COs didn't see it. But because of what he did, all of us went down for the shit. So we all go to confinement. We all get hit with 120 days. And then I wrote a grievance to appeal the shit. But the fucking shit didn't do nothing. And then the COs gassed the fuck out of me.
So I know what you said. Basically, you said you ain't tell on the motherfucker you already got in trouble. Like a lot of niggas be like, man, he hit me when they don't know.
Man, I got in trouble. We all already had got in trouble and all already had got sentenced to 120 days of confinement.
No, that's true. That's true. I thought we weren't supposed to put people names and shit though. Even if it was true.
I'm filing a grievance on what's already a disciplinary report. So you have to put every fucking name in it. Otherwise, you're not even gonna beat the grievance on the grounds that you didn't fill out the grievance properly. You gotta put what CEOs was there, what captain was there, what dormant was in, all that.
Did you beat the grievance? You beat it?
Hell no, I didn't beat the fucking grievance. The CEOs came, tried to buck me on my food trays, wouldn't give me no food, and they gassed the fuck out of me. So I got hit with 60 more days off of that shit, and then ended up doing the whole 210. I didn't beat shit. I went to war with the police off of the grievance.
So basically, the grievance was for nothing.
It didn't help me.
So you couldn't have said, I just got a question. You know, I fuck with you though. These motherfuckers did right. You couldn't put, I got hit in the head. I can't remember what the fuck happened. All I know is I got hit in the head.
Man, I put exactly what was in the DR. What was in the DR is what I put. That was already in the DR. It was already sealed and done. We already got sentenced to the DR.
This shit crazy, man. Remo, man, you looking confused, man. What's your take on this, Remo?
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, let me add King AK in here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna press him harder than when I can't.
No, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, this is my boy right here. I fuck with Jay. I feel like saying a nigga name bogus as hell. But at the same time, it ain't like he told some shit that didn't happen, you know, that they didn't know. Like this snitching to me. If you get shot, they don't know who shoot you, and you say, hey, he shot me. You feel me? Now you getting them going with their investigation, and that leads to an arrest. But if the shit already happened and the police happened, I wouldn't have said no motherfucking name, though. I would have played like I said. Like, you feel me? Because that is still, in a way, cooperating in a way, though.
How do you appeal a case without saying any name?
Shit. That's a big question on niggas appealing and see.
Well, that's what a grievance is. It's the equivalent of an appeal on the street. So how do you appeal something without putting anyone's name in it that was involved in the situation? So you telling me you're going to try to appeal? Because my homie that was just on here was there when it happened. Bro got a life sentence right now off a body. So he going to be able to appeal something without mentioning anybody anyone that's involved. You have to cite what the fuck took place.
No,
Now,
Jay,
for me, I got fucked over anyways. It didn't go through. Nothing happened. But nothing happened with dude either because he already got sentenced to what he already did. The man crashed out in front of the fucking police to get up out of the dorm so we didn't hit him up. So he pulled.
Bro, I heard dude say that.
By fucking hitting me with a brick in front of the police. And because he did that, they searched everyone else and 2 other people got picked up off of what he did.
Here's the question then. So do you regret making the grievance since it didn't even help in your favor? So it's kind of like pointless.
Man, I regretted writing the grievance the second I started getting bucked on food, bro. Motherfuckers don't even know I went through it with the police over the shit more than anything. The dude that fired me up was in the cell with my homie getting his food took. That wasn't nothing. I went through it with the COs about the shit. Because the COs are like, oh, now you want to fuck with us? I bet. So they throwing empty trays in my cell and shit, and then they fucking came through with the gas. Gassed the shit out of me. So it's like, what we talking about? I went through it with the COs more than anything. And you know what's crazy is I pointed out how the COs beat the same kid that fired me up. That's on his behalf. So now what? Oh, you snitched on the police? Like I said, I thought we couldn't do that.
So you gotta put the motherfucking name in the grievance though? I ain't think you have to put a motherfucking name in there.
I mean, bro, you can put whatever the fuck you want to put. Either it's gonna work or it ain't gonna work.
Right.
In my case, it didn't work.
The
so
grievance
I ain't not wrote nothing and it still wouldn't have worked.
The grievance ain't with the nigga that hit you, right? It's really with the COs and them putting you in the hole,
man.
Right?
It's the COs, bro, because the COs is the one that lied and said that I hit him, that I did some shit to him that never happened. The COs was the one that beat everybody. I never got beat because I had a hole in my head. I'm already bleeding. So they beat the fuck out of the kid that fired me up, and then they beat the fuck out of some random shit. So 2 motherfuckers got beat. Only one did something. I didn't get them. But I had to sit there with my hands cuffed behind my back, bleeding out my head, watching these 2 people get beat by the COs. But now, if a motherfucker say, oh, he beating this dude and that dude, if you black, nah, that's just on some fucking, yeah, we ain't gonna let nobody get beat. But, of course, me being me, no, he snitched. You snitching on the police now. The police beat an inmate, though. You snitching on the... But then you got the Kodak Black shit. Hey, the police torturing me in here. Now that ain't snitching. They're not supposed to touch you. So which one?
I was about to bring that up. Did you say Kodak was a snitch?
No. Kodak said I was a snitch for talking about his lyrics.
Oh, and then you brought up the grievance shit.
I said, all right, well, if talking about lyrics is snitching, is it snitching how you went and said that the police was doing this and that? I never said it was snitching. I just pointed out the hypocrisy and what the fuck he's saying. You saying me talking about your lyrics on whose bitch got took is snitching. Nobody.
Yeah, you gonna have a lot of people.
Nobody was jacking that shit though. Nobody said Kodak's a rat. Everybody said, nah, you can't tell on the police.
Hey,
if they beating you in prison, you can't. That ain't telling on them.
We gonna
if the
keep it
police
100.
beat somebody on the street and you record it and you get that cop fired and arrested, that ain't telling on the police. All right, so stand on that shit now.
Well, we gonna keep it 100. Like a lot of people don't like you because you white. Like period. And they be waiting. A lot of motherfuckers be waiting on anything against you. But what I'm gonna say is, if a motherfucker want to call you a rat, bruh, because you gave up a name, you kind of can't even get mad at him. Like, it is what it is, because a lot of people gonna move by, man, we don't say names, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, if it happened, it happened. Shit, you feel me? You can't undo it, but don't get mad at motherfucker, because they gonna say, Jay, you always get on people's ass for when they make statements and say names and shit. Now, I understand what a grievance is, but a lot of these people don't. So it's like, shit, you kind of can't even get mad at the motherfucker.
I promise I'm not even the one that's mad. The ones that's mad is the ones that's looking at me still getting money. Them the ones that's mad. It's just like I told bro. They said that I snitched on the smoke shop. I never even worked at. Because somebody made a fake video like a year ago and motherfuckers is still talking about it. And that video been got deleted. But motherfuckers still gonna say the shit. So it's like, you know? Like, boom, you got somebody in the comments right now that said I told on the prisons on live, right? So they said I told on the prisons. Mind you, I just did a video on this kid because he was sucking dick in juvie and then snitched on his co-defendant. But they saying that it's snitching on the prison by saying that, yeah, the CO is bringing drugs. How that snitching? That's a common statement. And if you say, yeah, inmates were stabbing shit over here, how that snitching?
shit just crazy, man. Like, this shit
Yeah.
is crazy. How long ago this shit happened?
2014. Damn near 10 years
Didn't
ago.
this shit come up before, though? I swear I
Bro, I
remember some shit.
talked about this shit in my videos 4 years ago. Like, I
I
broke
think the new
down
thing
my
that everybody,
disciplinary reports.
I think the thing that's making this shit go crazy is just because the grievance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you might have talked about it, but I don't think nobody really seen the grievance.
Yeah, I ain't seen grievance.
Everybody. So now everybody trying to figure out is writing a grievance, snitching or not. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, ain't worry about none of that. Ain't none of my people tripping off that shit at all.
Right. I mean, two of them just hopped on the live, and it seemed like, you know what I'm saying? They standing with it.
Bro, them was the ones I was in there with. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers know how it go. Motherfuckers know when they was dropping kites on us, getting us put out the dorm. So it's like, you know? And just to clarify, like, we ain't on here dissing the Zoes and none of that shit. Like, this was just a war inside of the prison. I still know some Zoes that I fuck with to this day. I was at Sumter, Lancaster, Appalachia, whatever. But in that current situation, we was at war with them boys.
Hey, the Zoes going crazy on the internet. The Zoes going crazy motherfucker on the internet. They couldn't wait for no shit like
Hey,
that.
I mean, for some people, it's like, you know, it's like a scab, you know, like motherfuckers never really get over it, but they just feel some type of way, you know, because motherfuckers was really getting hit behind that shit. Like, people were really getting fucked up in there. So it's like, it was real deal war. They getting cut, poked, flipped, fired up, whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. Everybody went home with their scars and shit, and fucking, it is what it is.
Damn, man, I wish you ain't say that name, bro. So basically, Remo, if that nigga didn't say no name, it'd be a whole different story.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
They still would say that shit.
Well,
I think that's where it's at too. I feel like, all right, look, because niggas is vouching at the grievance shit. They saying, all right, niggas is writing grievances all the time and shit. But I think the thing that's throwing niggas off is that you told that the dude harmed you in prison, and then you wrote like, help me please. So niggas is like, man, that's telling. But you know, niggas gonna have their side and how they feel about that shit. Like, but niggas say people write grievances all the time. That's what they saying in the comments. And
yeah, niggas, if
but
every
some
jail,
niggas saying fuck all that grievances, any of that shit snitching. You shouldn't even be writing no grievance.
oh, well, every jail nigga a rat then, because I know a grievance is a nigga in jail best friend to get out shit, bro. Like, we gonna keep it 100. Like, you can ask Tay, any of them niggas, like, you ain't getting the right, if COs mistreat you in there, or you feel like you've been in a hole too long, or niggas writing